This is the 6 Parameters of Normal Vocal Quality by Lori Reisler. There are 6 parameters. They include maximum frequency range, speaking fundamental frequency, maximum phonation time, minimum maximum intensity at various fundamental frequency levels, periodicity of vibration, and noise generated by turbulent airflow, or otherwise known as the noise to harmonics ratio or harmonics to noise ratio. Okay, the next slide, we talked about the maximum frequency, and what I did for this part of the assignment is I read the first 2 lines from the rainbow story that you gave to us. And if I highlight this section and go under, let me move this a little bit, go under pulses, and I go under the voice report. Stop. Okay, so then we can go under the voice report and we get this handy dandy little scale down here. And when we look at the frequency range, we look at pitch. Okay, so you can see my minimum was 80 right here and the maximum was 482. Okay, so the mean is the average. My average was 223. And according to Ferrand, on page, I believe it was 177, that definitely falls into the normal range for a female. It's recommended that people talk between 2.5 to 3 octaves in variation, just so that we sound somewhat exciting. And so using my first take at this, I'm going to take my minimum pitch of 69 and double it 3 times. Okay, so that equals 552. I did not meet the 3 octaves range, but and it looks, according to this, that I would even fall short of the 2.5 octave range. Okay, and so I guess that was maybe a little bit too boring. The next thing we're going to look at is maximum phonation time. Now, I used the short A sound again when I re-recorded this. And we can see that I was able to go about 28 to 29 seconds right down here. And Ferrand says that an adult should be able to go about 15 to 25 seconds, and a child should be able to go at least 10. Otherwise, that could indicate a problem with adequately being able to valve the airstream for speech. Okay. The next thing we're going to look at is intensity. And I did read the 2 sentences from the rainbow passage, and these are the minimums and maximums that I got, 25.3 up to 62. And so my range would be about 36.9. And Ferrand says that a healthy speaker varies from 20 to 30 decibels, so as to not sound boring. So I definitely made that cut. The next thing we're going to look at is the periodicity of vocal fold vibration. Now, if we go back to the short A sound that I made on this screen, we can see with the voice report, the jitter is the area that we're going to look at, okay? And according to Ferrand, on page 173, she says that periodicity is reflected in jitter, which I just mentioned. And then page 176 says that you want less than 1% jitter in a normal human voice, and that more than that can mean that there's something interfering with the vocal fold vibration. And so we can see up here that mine falls at 0.23, so that's definitely less than that 1%. Lastly, we're going to look at the noise generated by turbulent airflow. And if you read Ferrand's book in page 173, she says that harmonic energy generated by nearly periodic vibration should be much higher, obviously, than the noise. And page 187 indicates that it should be actually less than 5% should be noise compared to the awesome sounds, okay, the harmonics. And so if you take a look at my slide here, you can see that the mean auto correlation is 0.9. And then the mean noise to harmonics is 0.09, so way less. It's and that the harmonics to noise ratio is 14 decibels. So that's far, far less than 5% noise. So my video should be very easy to understand. Thanks for watching.